Hello, Tomlin from Tomlin Harmonica School here. So it's been almost 20 years since I started learning harmonica back in 2006. And this year also marks 10 years since I started Tomlin Harmonica School. So I've been thinking a lot about my journey, not just as a teacher, but as a student. And if I could go back and give beginner Tomlin some advice, what would I say? Also, to celebrate 10 years of the school, I'm going to be giving away a Hohner Rocket Amp Pro Pack worth $180 to one student. I'll explain exactly how to win it at the end of this video, but you'll need to watch all the way through because there are a couple of important details. Now, here's what I wish I'd spent more time on in my early years. Firstly, leaning into the strengths of the instrument. Now, I started playing harmonica because I had to stop playing guitar due to a repetitive strain injury. And I made a really big mistake at the beginning. I was trying to make the harmonica behave like a guitar. It's totally backwards. I wanted it to be chromatic. I wanted it to play everything, and I wanted it to behave just like a guitar. But the diatonic harmonica has strengths: bends, texture, raw expression, and rhythmic drive. If you fight those strengths and try to force it into being something else, you slow yourself down. Master what it's good at first. Next, learn the greats before finding your voice. When I first started learning harmonica, and guitar for that matter, I was exceedingly arrogant. I didn't want to learn other people's music. I just wanted my own sound straight away. And that's ego talking. I wish I'd worked on other people's sounds first, copying their phrasing, their tone, their articulation, their feel. And if you want to play blues, you should study the masters like Little Walter, Sonny Terry, Big Walter Horton, Sonny Boy Williamson I and II. Stealing vocabulary isn't stealing, it's learning the language. And your voice will naturally emerge once you've absorbed enough of those influences. Next thing I would have done is getting lessons sooner, because I didn't take proper lessons until 2017 after doing a workshop with David Barrett. And that was over 10 years into playing and learning completely by myself. And honestly, it accelerated everything. A good teacher shortens the path. They see what you can't see. They stop bad habits early, and you don't get extra credit for struggling alone. Since then, I've had amazing lessons from David, Liam Ward, Hank Shreve, Rolly Platt, Ronnie Shellis, Todd Parrott, Philip Yers, Shane Sager, and Sandy Weltman. And I realized something really important. I wasn't as self-taught as I thought I was. Next thing I would have looked at was ear training right from the beginning. I didn't do anywhere near enough ear training. Instead, I just wanted to play all the time. And if I could rewind, I would spend far more time listening to great music without a harmonica in my hand, singing the licks I love before even touching the instrument, and then working them out by ear instead of using tabs. My pitch identification was weak. My rhythm was weak. Both would have improved so much faster if I trained my ears properly. Now, if you build your playing on your ear, everything becomes easier in the long term. The next thing would be working on the whole range of the instrument. For years, I lived between holes 1 and 6, and that's super common. You can even buy harmonicas that only have 6 holes. And I did a workshop with Adam Gusso where he said something that hit me hard. The harmonica already has a limited range. Why would you limit it even more by ignoring the top octave? And that changed my practice completely. If you ignore the upper octave, you're missing out on so much flavor and intensity. The next thing I would have looked at was playing whole songs. I wish I'd spent more time learning complete solo pieces. Not just licks, not just 12-bar jams, whole songs, start to finish, unaccompanied. When someone asked me to play something in the early days, I just play a few licks. There was nothing solid that I could perform on my own. Any other instrumentalist would be embarrassed if they couldn't at least play one tune. When you can hold a song by yourself, your musical confidence changes completely. Next thing I would have done was mental practice. And this one's really underrated. When I first started, I shared a flat with 4 other guys, and I was really shy about practicing harmonica around them. So I practiced less than I should have. And later, I realized that I could practice without even touching the instrument. I can run scales in my head, hear licks internally, rehearse whole tunes mentally. And mental practice works because it forces you to focus. And if you're skeptical, I've linked a brilliant article from Bulletproof Musician in the description below. Next, it's not lip purse or nothing. Early on, I had very rigid opinions. My heroes were all lip pursers, so I ignored tongue blocking completely. It was very much lip purse or nothing. And then I heard David Barrett playing through a big amp, loud, and I realized how powerful tongue blocking is for adding extra textures and dynamics. Now, I am a hybrid player. I use lip pursing when it suits the music. I use tongue blocking when it suits the music. Techniques are just tools, not identities. Next, I would stop trying to be a lone wolf. I've already told you I was arrogant. I also tried to be different for the sake of being different. I wanted to prove knowledgeable people wrong, and that was just insecurity dressed up as confidence. And that's why I didn't learn tongue blocking earlier, why I avoided alternative tunings, and why I avoided getting lessons. Now, I listen more, and I don't automatically take the opposite viewpoint. I've learned incredible things from teachers, players, and students. And I've wished that I'd immersed myself in that community sooner instead of trying to do it all alone. Next, I would tell myself not to be shy and not to take myself so seriously. I really wish that I'd played with more people earlier. I wish I'd put myself in more situations where I could mess up publicly. You grow faster that way. For years, I was almost embarrassed to admit that I played harmonica. As soon as I started playing with other musicians, I improved quickly and I had so much fun. In the early days, I took myself far too seriously. It's blues harmonica. It's supposed to be fun. Relax a bit. All right, time for this giveaway for the 10-year celebration of Tomlin Harmonica School. So I'm giving away a Hohner Rocket Amp Pro Pack worth $180 to one student in my school. To be eligible, you must be a member of the school on the 1st of April when the draw happens, and you are eligible even if you're on a trial at school. If you're already inside, you are automatically entered, and if you're not, there's a link below. And if you are inside the school, don't forget to post a recording for us to hear in the student submissions section. I'd love to hear what you're working on. All right, 20 years in, and I am still learning. If you are in your early years, take that as encouragement. You don't need to know everything. You just need to focus on the right things. All right. Thanks for watching. Happy harping.